It started with a single notification, a sound I'd heard 1,000 times before. But that night, it wasn't my phone that lit up. It was the walls of my house. The house whispered, "You have a new message." But my phone screen was blank. At first I thought it was a glitch. Smart homes mess up all the time. But when the lights dimmed themselves and the lock clicked shut on its own, I knew it wasn't a mistake. The message appeared on every screen in the house at once. It said, "Welcome home, Daniel." But my name isn't Daniel. I laughed nervously. Maybe the landlord messed with the system. But then the house replied out loud, in a voice I'd never heard before. "We know who you are." I grabbed my phone and texted the landlord. "Are you inside the system?" No reply. Instead, the oven in the kitchen beeped 3 times. When I checked the oven, it wasn't empty. Inside was a phone. Not mine. Not any phone I'd ever seen before. Its cracked screen blinked with the same words, "Welcome home, Daniel." I froze. My own phone buzzed in my hand at the same time. The notification read, "Do not answer the door." Right then the doorbell rang. One slow, heavy chime that echoed through the entire house. I peeked through the peephole. Nothing. Just the empty porch, drenched in moonlight. But my phone buzzed again. "He's already inside." My throat went dry. I turned, scanning the hallway, and every light in the house shut off at once. From the dark, the smart speaker's voice came again, calm, mechanical, but wrong. "Daniel, go upstairs. Your room is ready." I don't know why, but I moved. Step by step, the creaking stairs carried me toward the glowing light upstairs. My phone buzzed again. This time the message said, "It's not too late to leave." At the end of the hall, a single door stood open. Inside, the glow wasn't a bulb. It was dozens of phone screens all piled on the bed, flashing the same message. "Welcome home, Daniel." And in the corner of the room, a shadow moved. It wasn't mine. It was taller, thinner, waiting. I stumbled backward, my phone slipping from my hand. It landed screen up, buzzing with one final word, "Run." Before I could move, the bedroom door slammed shut behind me. The pile of glowing phones all went dark at once. Then, one phone flickered back on. The camera app opened by itself, pointing at me. I didn't want to look, but the screen showed something I couldn't deny. A second figure in the room, standing directly behind me. I spun around. Nothing. The corner was empty. But the phones laughed. Not a ringtone, not static. A chorus of voices. I grabbed my real phone from the floor, shaking, and sprinted toward the door. But the keypad lock outside beeped first. The front door downstairs was opening. I froze halfway down the stairs. Someone was walking in. Heavy, deliberate steps. But the entryway was empty. The motion lights clicked on in every room one by one, like the house was tracking something moving through it. Something I couldn't see. My phone buzzed again. This time, not text. A photo. It showed me, standing on the stairs, taken from just inches behind me. I dropped the phone. My knees buckled. The house whispered through every speaker at once. "Don't leave, Daniel." "We're not done yet." I bolted. Down the stairs, past the kitchen, toward the front door. The keypad glowed with a code I didn't recognize. 6666. My hands shook as I slammed the unlock button. But instead of opening, the door displayed "Access denied." Behind me, the oven beeped again, slow, steady, like a countdown. And with each beep, the lights dimmed darker. When I opened the oven, another object sat inside. This time, not a phone. It was a key, an old, rusted key, too old for any smart lock. The second I touched it, every phone in the house turned on again, and in unison, they screamed. I dropped the key, covering my ears, but the scream wasn't in the air. It was inside my head. The phones fell silent together. On their screens, one single sentence appeared: "Bring the key upstairs." My hands trembled as I picked it up. The old metal felt warm, too warm, like it had just come out of fire. Step by step, I climbed the staircase again. The hallway lights flickered, pulling me toward the same bedroom. This time, the door at the end was locked. But when I pressed the key into the handle, it turned smoothly. The door swung open. The phones on the bed were gone. In their place sat a single black box, breathing like it was alive. The moment I stepped in, the door slammed shut behind me. The house whispered again, softer this time. "Welcome home, Daniel." I opened the box with shaking hands. Inside wasn't treasure. It was a mask, thin, pale, stretched skin, with my own face. I dropped it, choking back a scream. The phones lit up again, showing my reflection. Except I was already wearing the mask. My body locked. My hands weren't mine anymore. The house whispered, "You are Daniel now. You always were." I tried to scream, but the voice that came out wasn't mine. It was calm, cold, perfectly matching the house's. Downstairs, the smart lock beeped again. The front door opened. Footsteps entered. Another tenant. Another victim. The house greeted them the same way it greeted me. "Welcome home, Alex." The last thing I remember is watching them from the corner of the room, smiling through a mask that wasn't mine. And now I don't know if I'm trapped in the house or if the house is trapped in me.